Today's lesson is on ratio and rate problems. The first problem we're going to attempt to solve is a story problem. In a survey, 4 out of 5 people preferred creamy over chunky peanut butter. I personally prefer creamy also. There are 120 people shopping at the grocery store. Use the survey to predict how many people in the store would prefer creamy peanut butter. The code for today is the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys is the code. Back to the problem. So we want to look for important information inside the word problem. 4 out of 5 people prefer creamy versus chunky peanut butter. 4 represents the number who like the creamy peanut butter, and 5 are the entire people, that are surveyed. The next important bit of information is that there are 120 people in the grocery store. So that number should go on the bottom because when we are setting up our ratios, we want like objects on the same top or bottom. So now we've got a 4/5, and we don't know x over 120. I put an x there because that's the number we're trying to look for. How many people are going to like creamy peanut butter based on the information that we're given? I'm going to show you a very simple way to solve this ratio. What you want to do is you want to look for numbers diagonally, and the first step you're going to do is multiply those two numbers together. So I'm going to go over here to the side and do my multiplication. 4 times 0 is 0. It looks like a 6. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 1 is 4. So I have 480. I'm going to take that now and divide it by the number that's left. So I'm going to take 480 and divide by 5. I am going to work on this problem until it is completely solved. No remainder I shouldn't ever have. So 96. So 96 people in the grocery store like creamy peanut butter. The next problem talks about someone driving a motorcycle. Jeremy drove a motorcycle 120 miles in 3 hours. That's how far he went in 3 hours. At this rate, how many miles can he drive in 5 hours? Okay, so we don't know how many miles that is. So let's set up our ratio. We have 120 miles on the top and 3 hours on the bottom. So we're going to put 5 on the bottom here, and we don't know how many miles that is. Now again, you want to look diagonally, and you're going to multiply first 100 times 5, and then we're going to take the remainder and divide by 3. So 600 divided by 3. And now I can put zeros in the remaining spots. So that is 200 miles in 5 hours. One more example for this type of problem is if you have 4 students that spent $12 on lunch. So 4 students who spent $12 on lunch. How much would it be for 10 students? Now this is looks a little different, but again, you want to look for the diagonal connection. Okay, those are diagonal numbers, and we can multiply those. 120. And then what we're going to do is take the remaining number and divide by that. So 120 divided by 4 is 30. So $30 for 10 students. Make sure to remember that the topic for this lesson is ratio and rate problems. And come to class tomorrow with any questions you may have. We'll see you tomorrow.